Is going on? Charles Botensten here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It is a all right Monday here in New York City. It's supposed to hit 70 and 80 degrees respectively. Tuesday and Wednesday, we go live every single weekday and we talk about things that matter to you most, which is your mindset, getting your business right, getting your body right, getting your relationships right. Today we're going to be talking about something that, what's funny is that something's going to happen in your life. And I'll give you two examples where you're just going to level up and you're just going to be on this whole new level. You're going to start seeing things a little bit different. I just see reality so different than other people. It's nuts. I swear to God, I feel like I'm Neo in the Matrix after getting red pilled. It's just I look around and everyone is miserable, and people say, "Well, I can't leave my job, or I can't move out of New York, or I can't move to New York, or I can't do that online business." And I'm just always asking why, why? Oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the money, dude. You can get a free website on WordPress. Okay, you can use your phone as a camera, like I am right now, for free. The Wi-Fi, wherever, like it is so inexpensive. And you're saying, well, that's not professional. Well, you just talked about not having enough money, okay? So, there's a couple of people that there's so much going through my mind on this Monday. So I was at my cousin's house yesterday, and there was probably about 50 people. It was, what's going on, Chris? It was my niece's communion. So it's always nice seeing the family together. We're very close. We get rocked up sometimes on the alcohol. Yesterday it wasn't too bad because it was a little chilly up in Connecticut. Sometimes he has this big ass backyard. He just put like 50, 60,000 into his basement. He has a 2,000 square foot basement. It's absolutely sick. And we were down there and we were talking and everything else. And I started thinking about it. See you at the pool. Yeah, man. It hit me like a ton of bricks because I'm usually saying it to myself. And then when Jeff said it, I was like, this mother effer. I'm like, I'm gonna dominate him. And listen, I didn't perform as good as I did 2 weeks ago. I know I'm gonna perform better this Saturday if we go out for a ride. When we go out for a ride, so it's just showing up. That's a perfect example of just showing up, putting in the effort. Because today did pretty good in hot athletic yoga. There's a bunch of very attractive girls that, over time we see each other, then we, throw a couple comments to each other, and then we just know each other. It's the same thing. So we think that we're working. It's funny too, because this is what I highly recommend. You get something called Momentum. It's a Chrome extension and it's free. And the quote there is, it's not the daily increase, but the daily decrease. Hack away at the unessentials. Hack away at the unessentials. The unessential apps you're not even using. I literally every single week I go through, I'm like, I haven't used this in months. And then I delete it. Why do I even need it? In other words, you're thinking, well, if you're not using it and it's not taking up memory, no. It's the whole mindset behind it that you're saying, well, if it's there just in case. Okay, it's there just in case. How much is there in your life just in case? Your TV, your cable bill. I don't have Wi-Fi. I actually stream it into a portable device. Okay, why? Because then it's less expensive and it doesn't include this big ass box, this FiOS box, which by the way wasn't really that good. Get rid of the non-essentials. My apartment, and actually, what's funny? It parlays into the book that it's called Lost Connections. This book that is unfucking believable. Probably the best book of the year. By far the best book of the year. 12 Principles of Life by Jordan Peterson was really good. Lost Principles is exploding my mind in a completely different way because I pretty much knew after all of the videos that I've watched with Jordan Peterson how good the book was going to be. But Lost Connections is unbelievable. And they talk about that we care so much about our status. We care so much what people think about the brands that we're wearing, that the phone that we have, that it all talks about our happiness. And then if there's a spectrum, so happiness, then you're down a little bit, then you're sad, and then it goes all the way to depression, okay? And the reason this has anything to do with you think that you're hustling at a 10 is we need to change our mind, okay? We're not around either the right people. This is the funny thing is, when you go, this is the best example. So when I was trying out, so I went to a different high school, or I went to a Catholic high school, and it was 1,200 guys. It was an all boys Catholic high school, and I went from a very, let's say, wealthy public school where the girls were hot as freak, and the classes were only about 150, and then I went to an all boys Catholic high school. That's called a turnaround. All right, I kind of needed it. I was, a little lost in life at that time. Not like I didn't keep that lostness going for another 7, 8 years. So I go to the baseball team freshman year, and obviously tryouts. Nobody knows each other because baseball season. You try out in the fall at this league, even though you play in the spring. So I go there. You kind of know a couple people, and the coach comes over to me and it's first base, and he goes, where are you coming from? I was like, Wheatley High School. And he goes, oh, nice, I heard of that. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, how many people were in your school? I said, well, or how many people are on your baseball team? How many people tried out for your baseball team? That was a question. I said 40. He goes, that's how many are trying out for first base. So the entire that's a paradigm shift. When you go from I'm one of 40 trying out for a team to I'm one of 40 trying out for a position, to a position. That's like I'm trying out for the orchestra to I'm trying out for this one seat. This one seat. This is the only seat. And that you literally see, wow, I'm not that good. And this is the exact same thing. We think we're really good. We think we're doing the best. But the thing is, we're surrounded by mediocrity. We're surrounded by average. We're surrounded by other people that are on the exact same paradigm, the same mindset. It's really hard for you guys to see, if we hung out, this is the best way to put it. If we hung out, you understand the conversation and how I interact, how I see the world. Because you guys see me for 15 minutes a day. But if we hung out, it would be the same thing as if I hung out with Jeff Bezos, I'd be like, wow, okay, I'm playing at a very small level. Okay? We don't need to be Jeff Bezos or Musk or Zucks or whatever, or Bronson. But what I'm saying is we think we're at a 10 when we're really at a 5 or a 4, Let's be honest. How much shit can we take out of our life? How many apps can we delete? Okay? How many things are we doing that we don't need to be doing? You have to take inventory. This is the problem, is that so many people say, I don't have time. Okay, why don't you have time? And then you look at their day-to-day and, okay, well, you woke up pretty late, or you didn't go to the gym, so that's interesting. And you're on the phone and checking email and social media, and you came home at 6, and you did nothing from 6 p.m. until you went to bed at 10 p.m. So it's 4 hours. Four. Imagine me taking away from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Imagine taking that away. Whoa, no, I don't want to give you that. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I would never give you that. Well, from 6 to 10, that's 4 hours. You're doing nothing. You're watching TV, you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on email. Cut out the non-essentials. Cut out the non-essentials. That was my life last year. I said, okay, I sort of know what I want to be doing, but there's too much shit in my way. There's too much bad food in my life. There's too many bad people in my life. There's too many activities that I'm doing late that's completely messing up my mornings. I'm hungover. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't even want to do things. At 2 p.m., I'm crashed. I want to just leave. I said, we need to cut out the non-essentials. What's making me not an optimal level right now? Who is making me not optimal? All right, we're cutting out the news. We're cutting out the water cooler talk. When I go out there, hey, how's it going? Good. Yeah, I got to get back to work. Let's talk after work. Let's go to the roof after work. Maybe go, and I'm not going to say go for a drink because I don't really care about that anymore. News, social media. I have no drama in my life. I have no idea what's going on. People were talking about politics yesterday. I was like, well, I had no idea. And you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I could care less because my mission and my legacy, no pun intended, trumps all of that, supersedes all of that, okay? We all are playing at a lower level than what we are capable of, okay? Cutting out the negative, sometimes it's family. Listen, we had 50 people yesterday. There are certain people that I don't want to talk to. So guess what? I didn't, okay? I didn't. If you're living at home, make enough money to move out on your own. Okay. And I know you're saying, well, it's easy for you to say, Charles, but that's what it takes. Okay. That's what it takes. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's simple. It's simple. You know exactly what to do. You're just not doing it. Okay. And the same is for me. I think I'm working at a 10, but there's so many areas I can optimize. There's so many more checklists that I could just hand off to a virtual assistant so I don't have to do it. Okay. There's so many monotonous day-to-day things that I'm like, why am I even doing this? This is way below my pay grade. It's fun. It's exciting. But this isn't what really I'm good at. I'm good at calls. I'm good at the belly-to-belly in-person interactions and closing the deal. That's what I'm really good at. How do I get there? I need to wake up early. I need to journal. I need to meditate. I need to do my affirmations and go to the gym. That's my morning, and that's a staple. I don't remember the last time I didn't do a gym. Actually, it was probably last year. The last time I did not go to the gym because I need to go to the gym, okay? I need to eat healthy. I cannot be running on all cylinders. I can't be as focused as I am right now if I'm not running on all cylinders. Why? Because someone else is. Someone else is going to be passing you. Someone else is going to be passing me right now because I'm live right now. Someone else is making calls because I'm live right now, okay? This is the sacrifice that I'm doing. A lot of people, they make a ton of dough, but there is no legacy. They make a ton of dough, and maybe they give it away to a college, and they build a little arm in college called the rich person dorm or center or library. That's awesome. Cool. You have your name on a building. But what did you leave behind? What was the books? What was the blogs? What was the mindset? What was the good things? Did you sweep your own driveway? Did you make your own bed? Did you become the best that you could? Did you optimize your health, your relationships? This is more of just a not only a kick in the ass, but I when I was at that party yesterday, I said, holy shit, imagine being that age. Imagine being that age. You know, they are great people. They are my family. You go Monday to Friday, Saturday, but Sunday recover. Yeah. I don't want to say you have a recovery day because then people say, I highly recommend you check out the video by Ed Millett, and they interview the guy, Hearn, I think is his name. He was a gladiator or whatever. Just look at his latest one where the guy's a massive dude. Okay, Ed Millett, just a massive dude. And he literally is 49 years old. He looks like he's 35. And he says, I'm not competing against myself anymore. I'm competing against my clients who are at the college combine in football trying to make it to the NFL. He's 49 against players who are pretty much in their prime at 22 coming out of college. And that's who his competition is. Not because he said, this is my competition. He's saying that because that's what I want my competition to be. That's people playing at a 10. People that are trying to make it into the NFL draft to make millions of dollars because they went their entire life just focused on one sport. And this guy at 49 who has multiple businesses, photo shoots all the time, and he still bodybuilds every single day. And he said something very interesting. You know, do you have to be this obsessed? No. But he said this. He said, I've never missed a meal. Never missed a meal. Never missed a meal. He doesn't drink, never put an ounce of alcohol in his mouth. So I look at that and I say, that guy's playing at a 10. And he probably looks at someone else and says, that guy's playing at a 10. So if that guy's playing at a 10 and he looks at someone that's playing at a 10, what am I playing at? You know? And we don't have to be that obsessed, okay? But we can't complain about things if we're not doing anything. That's what it comes down to. If we're not doing anything, we cannot complain. You know, it's like all the people that sit around the water cooler and they say, Trump did this, Hillary did this, the Republicans did this, the Democrats did this, okay, what are you doing? Are you out there picketing? Are you donating? No? Okay. You know, why? It feels good to feel like you're doing something and commenting on Facebook posts and getting your opinion out there. But it feels good because you don't have to do what you truly want to do, which is lose weight, start the business, get into a relationship, have kids, have a better relationship with your wife or your kids. It's easier to go on and escape. And I'm not saying don't escape, but the thing is, we take it to the extreme because I did. When someone said, yeah, you can escape, I was like, oh, I can escape? You're giving me permission to escape? I'm going to escape all weekend. And then Monday comes around, and then I'm a fucking blob of shit. I'm a big blob of shit, and I'm not doing what I want to do. to make the impact that I want to make. So today was more of a motivational where we think we're where we want to be, and then we start leveling up. And I have literally leveled up, not only in the past week, but I would say the last week and a half, I am on a totally, totally different mind frame. I look around and I'm just like, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. It's just, I now am able to control things that were uncontrollable. The food that I put into my mouth used to not be controllable. The time that I woke up or went to bed, or the people or the conversations that I had, I used to not be in control. You know, there's things that are uncontrollable. The weather, the market, clients saying no, board members, you know, buyers, sellers. There's a lot of uncontrollable things. But the things that I can control, I have control over. The things I can't control, I control the response. How do I respond? The client said, fuck you, I'm using someone else. Great. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be there in 3 months. When they can't sell the place, I'll be there to pick up the pieces and I'll put it on the market and we'll sell it. Boom. And by the way, Chris, look out for more posts. My May goal, so I already have my goals, okay? And I'm a little behind them because I kind of was feeling it out. You know, I would go live on BPI and I would feel it out. How much time did that take? Preparation, what was the response? People loved it. It actually got pretty good traction. I said, I'm going to do this more often. It's got to be hot topics, something interesting, real estate news, things like that. So then my goal turned to, I'm going to put out quality content on Instagram. And it's not going to be, this home is for sale. I'm going to say quality content on books that I'm reading and just literally put my thoughts into written form that I'm already speaking, okay? And I'm going to start creating content all of May and scheduling it out. Like today, you know, I scheduled that out. Is that motivational? No. You know, posts on Saturday. Typically, I would think about it. I would say, oh, look at this great bike ride. And I said, you know what? No. Let's see what the struggle Charles went through, okay? Telling Jeff, you know what? I'm going to take the day off. See you at the pool. Boom. All right. I'm on the bike, you mother effer. So I'm going to schedule that out. June, I'm then going to start blogging. Okay. July, I'm then going to start blogging and bringing in people. So these are the things, and I'm not doing it all at once. You know, that's what I tried. I always tried that. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna do Facebook posts. I'm gonna do Instagram posts. I'm gonna blog. I'm gonna put my listings. I'm gonna do it all at once. That doesn't work because then you don't do anything. So focus on one thing. You know what? I'm going to focus on my breakfast. What do I eat for breakfast? Still eat what you eat for lunch and dinner. Just focus on one thing. For the entire month of May, because it's tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, okay? Then in June, you say, you know what? I'm going to focus on breakfast and lunch. And I'm going to eat pizza for dinner. You know, they had pizza yesterday. Did I want to eat it? Yes, because I had 2 Guinnesses. Before that, 2 Guinnesses alcohol. And then I looked around, I saw carrots and broccoli, and I said, you know what? No, because I got to wake up, I got to go to the gym, and if I'm not performing out of 10, I'm going to feel bad. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm going to feel like I did not put my best foot forward. That's going to affect this, which is going to affect right after this when I make calls, which is going to affect my 10:30 appointment. It's just cascading. We live too much in the moment. What does this person think? I need to buy this. I need to do this. No. What is this one? If I open Instagram right now, if I put up a post, I have no idea how it's performing. I don't know if there's any comments or any likes. I put it up and I said, fuck it. You know what? Maybe the next time I check it out is this afternoon because I know if I go on there, I'm going to scroll through. It's at least 10 minutes of my time. Then I go into something else, but my residual attention is still on Instagram. What do we need to cut out of our lives? For me, it's Instagram. And I'm really good at it. I don't really scroll. I scroll maybe 2 or 3 images and that's it. Once I get to that first sponsored post, I close it out or yeah, I think I close it out. So if you're going to drink, don't drink beer, has gluten, try cider instead. Cider has a lot of sugar. I would say, I don't know. It's really hard. It's really hard because I don't drink enough. I drink once every 2 weeks, and it's only like yesterday I had 3 beers. You know, is it enough? I don't know. You know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. You know, Tony Robbins was very religious not in the spiritual sense, but he was very religious towards his food until he met his wife. And his wife ordered like chocolate cake. And he goes, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Living." So, listen, if I see my family and I'm having a Guinness, as the Irish guy, I have that once. The last time I drank was a little before that. I would say once every 2 weeks. So that means twice a month. And it's not over the top. I'm not getting shit faced. I'm not blacking out, which, by the way, I did a lot last year. I'm in really good physical and mindset shape based on cutting things out, not adding things, but cutting things out and saying, I feel like shit when I have it, or I can't drink. Like this one girl, I'll give you this last thing because it's 20 minutes. This one girl that I met, she's like, I had to cancel last week because I just wasn't feeling it. It would have been our first date, and I was just like, man, I'm just not feeling it. So she's like, yeah, let's go out again. I said, okay, great. And then I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, say we go out, we have a great time, all right? And then she says, yeah, let's see each other again. I said, okay, great. Then I play it out in my mind. I say, okay, when are we going to see each other? Because to be honest, what's the ultimate goal? We're going to have sex. Okay, when are we going to have sex? I don't want her to. I don't want to do this during the weekday because she's going to be there. I can't do my affirmations. That's more important than me getting, my shindigs off. Then what? She comes over on a Friday. I'm biking early in the morning, waking up at 5 a.m., hitting the road by 6 a.m. Actually earlier, 5:45, because I have to meet Jeff at 6. Then I'm like, all right, maybe Saturday night. But then Saturday night, I have open houses, and I'm putting on 2 really big homes, a $2 million and a $1.1 million place. They're not expensive, but they're really big clients because one's a referral, and one of them I've been working with for a year, and he needs to sell for his family to make money. He's in a bad position. So that's how I play it out in my mind. So I'm not playing out, I would love to see this girl. She's beautiful. She's attractive. I would love to obviously, get intimate. But then I'm also playing it out in my mind. So that's what I do. That's dating wise. That's also what I play out in my mind. I'm like, yesterday was my cousin's birthday or whatever, or my niece's communion. My brother had 2 martinis. I would play that out in my mind. I said, 2 martinis, I'm waking up, I'm hungover. I don't want to do that. All right, I'm not going to play it at 10. I play out all these things in my mind. Let's just play it out. That's the best way to do it. Let's just play out making sales calls. Get a rejection? Awesome. But what if someone says, actually, let's meet? Actually, yes, I want to list with you. Play it out. You get a $20,000 commission, $15,000 commission, $100,000 commission, whatever the case is. You play that out in your mind, okay? Play everything out, not for the immediate. I have this sugar. Nothing's going to happen, but in 15 minutes, in 20 minutes, how's your mind? Are you lost? Are you not focused? Are you then craving more sugar? Then the next day, you maybe have sugar as well. Play it out in your mind. That's the best way to do it. So I played it out and I said, you know what, 3 beers, not going to kill me. If I had 3 beers every single day, that's a little bit different, but 3 beers every 2 weeks. I also sweat it all out today in hot athletic yoga, knowing that. I didn't have the pizza, which has a lot of gluten. Cheese as well, dairy makes me break out. So that's the thing, is you reverse engineer. I would say to live an optimal life, when something happens, like I broke out or I'm feeling groggy or I'm feeling lost, what did I do the last day? Did I masturbate? Did I have too much sugar? Did I wake up late? Was I drinking too much? What was it? What was my mindset? Did I not feel the fear and do it anyway? Is that why? We have to reverse engineer it. So that's a Monday. Was not expecting to go this long, to be honest. I have a ton of shit to do. We might be bringing on people, which would kind of cut into this, which would suck. But then I would do it probably later on, because this is a good way. This is not only an outlet for me, but it's also a good way to kind of clarify, even in my own mind. You see Jordan Peterson when he goes live and he does his live broadcast, you can see that he's clarifying thoughts that he's had for years, and he kind of just connects the dots, and then he says, okay, because when he goes live, he's connecting the dots, but then he's going to connect those dots and be able to spell it out live in a speech, and I think that's why he's doing it. Well, yes, obviously he's giving back to the community and things like that, and he's answering a lot of the questions, which are incredible questions. But I think he's also, because he's going on a tour, he's doing a 40-city tour. That's crazy at his age. He's 60 years old or whatever. 40-city tour. It's like what a band does in high school. All right, guys. Subscribe to the video. We go live every single weekday. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Highly recommend reading the book Lost Connection, because that has, it's up to you. I don't know what's going to hit home for you. It's like when people say, name me one book I should read. Like, what's going to hit with me is not going to hit with you. I gave people 12 Principles of Life. They hated it. So I'm like, you know what? From now on, you go on, you look up a subject. Is it marketing? Is it sales? Is it real estate? Whatever. And then the top books come up on Amazon. It's super easy, and you choose it. Lost Connection for me hit really hard, because there's a lot of status in this world. There's a lot of how do I feel? Like, perfect example, I wore a bathing suit to yoga today because I had no laundry, and I'm in the front row, right next to the teacher. Did I care? No. Did anyone say anything? Who cares? But that is the small level things that are going to help me overcome the, what do they think? Am I doing this for them? Or am I doing this for me? Is it intrinsic or extrinsic, which we're going to be talking about in a separate video. So have an awesome day. Subscribe to the video. Leave your comments below. If you have any questions, obviously it may become a video. I'm going to get back to work. Enjoy your Monday. Talk to you soon.